Heels and toes nice and parallel. And just relax the knees, soften the knees down. Just allow the hips to stack on top of the knees and on top of the ankles. And the opening move we're going to do today is a pelvic twist. So we're just going to throw the pelvis from side to side. Keep the head facing forwards and allow the arms to swing in a very relaxed manner around, and just tap yourself at the back in the kidneys and at the front in the large intestine, so lower abdomen area. So just throwing the hips from side to side and tapping into these two areas. Some nice deep breaths, and as you sway from side to side, just feeling the pressure on the sole of your foot into the earth. And this is massaging a point known as the bubbling spring. So this is the end point of the kidney meridian. So tapping in to kidneys, large intestine, relaxed shoulders, relaxed arms. And then we're going to bend the elbows a little and bring the hands up to the rib cage. So we target here the stomach, the spleen, the liver and the gallbladder. Again, just tapping in and stimulating those areas. Engaging with your breath, feeling the pressure into bubbling spring in the sole of the foot. And enjoying the snake-like movement of the spine as it twists from side to side. Okay, we're going to bend the elbows a little more and come up to the side of the chest now. I use a closed soft fist and just tap in the thumb region of my hand into the side of the chest. And this is targeting the lung meridian here. Backhand is coming as high as it can go, somewhere near the shoulder blades. And again, enjoying the twisted motion, engaging with the breath and massaging bubbling spring. Okay, then we're going to try and reach over the shoulders and tap ourselves on the back. So trying to get movement into the rotator cuff here on each side, and a little bit of movement and stretching through the upper thoracic spine. So targeting the intercostals a little bit, and still enjoying that twisting motion and that pressure into the sole of the foot. Okay, come back the way we came, so back down to the lung. And down to the rib cage. And then down to the kidney and large intestine. Okay, when we stop, we're just going to pendulum swing, so no abrupt stopping. Just allow yourself to find your center again. Find the alignment through the spine. Good, now picking the hands up, just place them on the lower abdomen here, known as the dantian. We're going to push the pelvis out towards the left, swing it forwards, out towards the right and back. So stirring the qua, this is called, rotating the pelvis and unwinding the tension in the hips as we draw big circles with the pelvis. We create an almost cat-cow-like movement in the lower spine as well, flattening the spine and arching the spine as we stir. I'm going to come through the center from the front to the back, drawing an S And then we'll go in the opposite direction. So out to the right, forwards and left and back. And you can compare and contrast the range of movement that you have in this direction to what it felt like previously. And you can get an idea of which direction you need to spend more time on. Simple movement that you could do any time, particularly if you're bending over a lot, picking things up, carrying things. It will help to ease the lower spine. And then winding that back into the center. Okay, I'm just going to let somebody in. Okay, so now I'm going to take some soft fists and just rub into the lower spine and kidney region. So with the knuckles either up and down or side to side, whichever feels better. And just relieving the adrenals, giving your body an opportunity to let go. Then opening the palms, we're going to slap down the back of the legs as we fold forwards, come over the ankle and up the inside of the legs as we rise. So going down the bladder line and up the kidney line. Just really trying to stimulate and waking up the energy in the legs. One more time. Then we're going to take the hands, rest them on the kidneys and push down the back of the legs, sweeping over the foot and draw up the inside. So pushing from the kidneys down, getting rid of toxic waste, what we don't want, stagnant energy. And as we come up, we're drawing fresh energy from the earth up the kidney line and back to our kidneys again. Just sweeping down as we fold forwards and up as we rise. Let's do one more. And coming up, taking the hands out and just bringing them around the front as if you're holding a very big belly. Relax the wrists, relax the thumbs, let them point in towards the index finger. Soften the knees, and we're just going to hold this position. It's known as the gathering posture, just for a few moments, for about 5 or 6 breaths. Shifting the weight forward onto bubbling spring in the sole of your foot. And relaxing into your breath. One more. Good. Now interlocking the fingers. Going to draw the hands in towards the belly, then lift to the chest. Turn the hands outwards. And as you push away, turn your head towards the left, stretching the arms out. Then look forwards again, and as we breathe in, we're going to lift the hands up above the head, back behind the ear line if you can. And as we breathe out, we're just going to sweep the hands back down again, sinking slightly. Let the hands come back to that gathering posture, away from the body. Interlock the fingers, draw them in towards the belly, then lift to the chest, turning. This time we're going to turn the head as we push out towards the right. Looking forwards, breathe in, lift the hands up. And breathing out, sweep down again. Hands away into that gathering position. And interlock the fingers. One more each side. Draw in and up. Turn and push away. Head goes to the left. Looking forwards, we lift on the in-breath. Breathing out, we sink and back together. Interlock the fingers. Draw in and up. Pushing away, head turns to the right. Lifting tall, head comes back straight again. And this time we're going to release and just bring the hands out towards the side as if we're pushing on an invisible wall. I'm going to sink the weight down. I'm going to twist the body 90 degrees. Come back to the front, straighten the legs. Sink, this time twisting towards the right, 90 degrees. Breathe in, back to the front. And again, turning and sinking. Breathing in, back to the front. Last one, sink and twist. Back to the front. Bringing the hands down, about 10 to 20 degrees away from the body. Keep the wrists cocked like so, and we're going to drive the arms into the shoulder socket. So in-breath, out-breath. In-breath, out-breath. Two more. And relax the hands down. Interlock the fingers one more time. We're going to breathe in deeply, lift back up to the chest, pushing out away. Then as we breathe out, folding forwards, all the way down into a forward fold, palms facing the earth. Take the hands over the left leg, folding over that left leg, and back to the center. And over the right leg, and back to the center. One more time, over the left leg, back to the center. And over the right leg, and back to the center. Releasing the arms and gently curl yourself back up, ascending all the way to the top. Good. Now taking the right hand, just place it on the hip. We're going to lift the left hand up high above us. Shift the weight over to the left leg and raise the right toe and just turn it out to the side. And then just fold over to the side into a side bend. Unwind. Bring the hand back down again. Shift the weight over to the right side this time. Lifting the right hand, raising the left toe, and side bend. Unwind. One more each side. Shift the weight. And side bend. And unwind. Last one. Shift the weight. And side bend. And unwind. Okay, let's just shake the wrists and have a little bounce up and down. Nice deep breaths. As you exhale, relax the jaw, make some sound. And twisting from side to side as we bounce. and back to the front again, and then speed it up. Going as fast as you physically can, safely. Just really shake your body very vigorously. 2 more breaths. Last one, make it a good one, lots of sound. And standing in stillness for a few moments. Take a nice deep in-breath as you exhale, turning the head towards the left. Breathing in, come back to the center. As you exhale, turning the head towards the right. Breathe in, back to the center. Breathing out, chin to chest. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, looking at the sky. Breathing in, back to center. Good. Okay, so now we're going to just open up the arms. So really stretching the fingers wide, palms facing forwards, and lift the hands up a little. Then rolling the arms forwards, so the backs of the hands face one another. You're just going to hang down. Now we're trying to push the fingertips towards the earth and the back towards the sky. So not trying to touch our toes here, but really stretch between the fingertips, the shoulders and the mid-back. Then release that stretch, straighten the body, come back to palms facing forwards. Lift out to the side, roll forward and push away, stretching the upper back towards the sky. And release, coming back up again. Next, we lift the hands out to the side and we externally rotate the arms. So we rotate so the palms are facing the sky. Draw the arms in towards the shoulders, keeping the hands flat facing towards the sky. At the same time, we're going to sink the tailbone down and look up at the sky. Push the hands away, lift, and push through the center line. Then lift them out to the side again. Externally rotate, tailbone sinks, arms come in, and we look up. Pushing out, lift, and push through. Let's just do one more. Coming out to the side, externally rotate, sink, draw the arms in, push out, lift the hands, and push through. Going to take the hands out to the side, and then as they come back, let the backs of the hands meet this time. Going to lift through the center, then open the arms as if branches of a tree. Draw the arms back so you feel the stretch in the chest. Then close and push back down. Arms come to the sides. Backs of hands meet. You can sink a little. Draw through the center. Stretch wide and back. Closing, pushing through. Okay, one more time. Lifting. Stretch back. Closing. And this time bring the hands to a prayer position and draw through the center line, sinking the tailbone down into a bent knee crouch. Push down. Create a huge wheel. Turn the hands so they meet. And sink again. Push down. Rise. Hands meet. And sink. Okay, we're going to turn the hands down so the fingertips touch the earth if we can get that far. Leave the fingertips there and then lift the hips into a nice hip stretch and hamstring stretch. Then lift the hands very slowly back out to the side as we rise up, reconnect above the head. Dropping deeply. Hands touch the earth. Lift the hips. Feel the stretch, then lifting, nice and slowly. One more time. Sink. Hands to the earth. Lift the hips. And lift. Hands into prayer, bring them down to your chest. And hold. So as we breathe in, we're going to open up the space between the hands. As we breathe out, we're going to compress that space again back together. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feeling the shoulder blades come towards each other as you open, and the hands coming towards each other as you close. One more time. Let the hands touch. Then allow them to separate, leaving the fingertips connected. And push the hands out in front of you. Open out wide. Then bend the wrists so the fingers point towards the sky. And do small circles backwards. Feeling that stretch into the lung 1 meridian in the side of the chest. Then back the other way. And flatten the hands again. Closing. Draw the hands in, so fingertips towards each other. As you get to the throat, turn the palms to the sky and lift, pushing up above the head. And then sweeping down, looking for your gathering posture. Good. So for the first of the Babwan Jin, shoot the eagle, we're going to cross the hands at the wrist. So the first one, we're going to bring the right hand inside the left. We then form a target with the left hand and we imagine pulling a bow and arrow out towards the side. That left hand is the target, so we form a right angle between the thumb and the forefinger. The other 3 fingers are curled in tight. The arm is straight in line with our shoulder. As we pull, we want to sink at the same time. We then relax and unwind the right arm and bring them back as if to gather again. This time we're going to cross them the other way. So we're bringing the left hand inside and we pull out towards the right, sinking. We release, rise, unwind. Hands come back together. Crossing the hands, right inside left. Pulling as we sink. Releasing, rising, unwind. back together. Last time, crossing the hands, left inside of right, pulling, release, unwind, back together. Next movement we're going to heaven and earth. So we take the left hand and we pull it in and lift up, then rotate and push to the sky, palm facing the sky. The right hand goes to the earth, bending the wrist, we push in opposite directions. We then bring that left hand back, rotating the wrist so the palm faces towards us, coming back to the gather, and the right hand comes up to join it. We then go the other way. So the right hand lifts, turns, and we push. Breathing out, we bring the top hand down, rotating the wrist, and let the left hand, come to join it. One more time. Lift, push, deep in breath, release, and hold. Last one, lift, push, deep in breath, release, and back together. Next movement is Badwunjin 4, or the fourth treasure. It's known as the Lao Gong opening. The palms face outwards, so we rotate the wrists. We stroke away, and then we open the palms forwards, stretch the fingers wide, arms slightly away from the body, turning the head towards the left. We then release, turn the palms to face the earth, head comes straight, and we sink down. As we rise up, we push the hands back, twist the hands, look out towards the right. Breathing out, hands come down, sink. Breathing in, hands come back, twist, looking out towards the left. Breathing out, hands face the earth, sink. One more. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, sink. Okay, our last movement for today is the clearing. So just heel and toe in to a slightly narrower stance. We're going to push the hands away, fingertips leading the way, lifting the hands up above the head. Then we bend the wrists so the fingers point in towards one another, and we push down through the body. When we get to the rib cage, we're going to turn the palms to face the sky and draw them through the rib cage and push them down the back to the kidneys and down the back of the legs like we did at the beginning. And as we fold forwards, we sweep down the back of the legs and then bring the hands to rest on top of the feet. Then, following the direction of the fingers, we push away and lift ourselves back up. Hands facing the sky. Bend the wrists, draw through the center. Palms face upwards, drawing open through the rib cage, down through the kidneys, sweep down the legs, hands come to the feet. Pushing away, and coming all the way back up again. toes pointing inwards. Sweep down. Palms up, soaring at the rib cage, down through the kidneys, down the back of the legs, rotating the wrists so the hands come on top of the feet. Push away and back up. One more time. Pushing through. And soar. Sweep down. And hands to feet. Push away. And up. Drawing the hands through all the way down this time. Okay, just to finish, we're going to scoop the energy, let the hands crisscross, winding their way all the way through our center. Then opening them up, imagine drawing the sky apart above your head. One more time, crisscrossing the arms. And open the sky. Bring the feet together, hands come to rest on your belly. So just thinking about drawing all your energy back to your center. Imagine a sphere of beautiful, healing, vibrant light emanating from this place underneath your palms, out in all directions, affording you protection, vitality, health and well-being. To salute, we form a fist in the right hand, we open the left palm, tuck the thumb into the palm, raise the hands and let the fist meet the palm, draw down and bow.